Hi everyone, I am so excited to bring you today's message by video. I'm hoping I'll be able to do this more. So if you particularly like this message, it would be amazing if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. So today's message is all about what happens when passion meets perfection. Now, I know that sounds like a romance novel, but for numbers of people, including myself and my business coaching clients, perfectionism can really run the risk of causing us to not move forward when it comes to our business. So I want to give you two ways in which your perfectionism might be keeping you from moving forward, and also two tips on how to turn it around so that your perfectionism is working for you and not against you. Now, before I get into that, I do want to say that I myself am a perfectionist and I have been for years. So please know that as I'm giving you these tips, it's something that I have to remind myself of every single day as I build my two businesses. I also want to thank my herbalist, Melanie St. Ors, because she was really important in helping me to identify the perfectionist inside and gave me these really useful tips on how to turn my perfectionism around so that it works for me and not against me. So one way in which perfectionism can keep you from moving forward is that it can be paralyzing. Do you have a business idea or project that you want to implement, but when you think about getting from where you are to where you want to be, doubts and fears begin to creep in? You begin to think about all the possible mistakes you'll make, the challenges you'll encounter, the stumbling blocks, and it just keeps you from moving forward at all. This is what causes many people to have amazing business ideas, but they stay ideas and they actually never implement them. The second way in which your perfectionism can keep you from moving forward is perhaps you have actually begun to take steps to build your business, but the minute you make a mistake, instead of picking yourself up and dusting yourself off, you begin to beat yourself up. You begin to punish yourself and ask whether or not you can actually do it, whether success is even possible. You begin to question the intelligence of implementing your idea in the first place. Now, when your perfectionism causes paralysis, instead of staying stuck, I want you to use that perfectionism to launch a plan of attack. Think about those tiny steps you can make to begin building your business, and they don't have to be big steps. Perhaps it's about signing up for a workshop where you learn about the nuts and bolts of building your business. Or it could be about picking up the phone and calling someone who has their own business and asking them how they got started, and even asking for advice about how you can get started. By taking those tiny, small steps and using your perfectionism to find out what those steps should be, your business will get off the ground. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your business. It's all about moving forward step by step, slowly. Now, when your perfectionism begins to punish you, I want you to instead turn that perfectionist into a detective. Begin to get really hungry about finding out what went wrong and why. By doing this, you begin to focus less on the actual mistake, and you begin to focus on, okay, if this happens again, what will I do to rectify the situation? Or even how can I keep this from happening again? The best example I can give you is with my travel concierge business. I have clients traveling all the time, and as they travel, they encounter new challenges and situations that I didn't know about, that I wasn't prepared for. So they'll report back to me a challenge, and then I have to get about the business of correcting things so that they can continue to enjoy their trip. Now, when something happens that I didn't plan for, I could take one of two approaches. I could beat myself up and call myself stupid for not knowing that this was going to happen. Or I can get to the business about figuring out what went wrong and why and rectify the situation so that my client can get back to the business of enjoying his or her trip. I guess you guys know which answer is better there, and that's what I want to challenge for you, is that instead of beating yourself up, which takes unnecessary time and energy, become a detective and really try to figure out what went wrong. So I hope that was helpful to you. If you came here from my emailing list, I would love for you to head back over to the email where I have an action guide for you so that you can begin to think about and map out how your perfectionism is going to work for and not against you. And if you just happen to come here from YouTube or the internet, I'll go ahead and type my email address below so that if you want a copy of the action guide, I can get that to you. So keep going. I can't wait to see these wonderful businesses that you're going to create, and I want everyone to have an amazing weekend. Bye.